Patchy, welcome back. Everyone's talking about how the wandering minstrel Patchy saved Stornway. You should hear them. You've become quite the celebrity. I must say, I'm getting quite a lot of attention just because I'm friends with you. Oh yeah, before I forget, I found this when I was cleaning out the cellar. It's a pot for doing alchemy in. Apparently, an impoverished alchemist left it to pay off his bill ages ago. I'm not sure how you use it, but it's a nice looking old thing, so I thought I'd pop it up here to brighten the place up a bit. Very tasteful. It's beautifully made up as well. Yep, I've got a good feeling about this thing. Me too, Aaron. Welcome back, everyone. I am your good man, Patchy, and we're playing Dragon Quest IX again. I am looking over here because that's where my camera is and that's where I can see things. Just making sure everything's working now. Because I have two monitors. I still have a cold, but we're not going to bother with that because I'm feeling a good bit better. In the last episode, we were with our good friend Kuro as we took down the boss in Brigadoon. And now we're here to try out something before we move on to the next area. Now, let's actually have a look at what the Master of Metamorphosis, the magical monarch of mutation, the tin pot, king of alchemy himself, Crackpot has to say. We're going to be getting into the alchemy mechanic of this game, which is literally a big part of how the game goes on. Now we get the Alchemicon, and we are getting a few recipes. Now, we're not going to have too much use for the alchemy shit right away, but we are going to use it a lot more after the next area. So, listen to that soundtrack. It's so good. It's my favourite soundtrack, or one of my favourite soundtracks. So here we have the recipes. We have the special medicine, strong antidote, soft wart, special antidote, superior medicine, and strong medicine. These are the only recipes we have at the moment, but we can get many more for different weapons. What you're seeing here is swords, spears, knives, wands, whips, staves, claws, fans, axes, hammers, boomerangs, and bows. We haven't even seen the other four yet. But I guess that's it spoiled and you're going to see them soon. Don't worry about it though, because we're not there yet. Then we have the items. Now, alchemy is one of the most useful mechanics in the game, and I have not really been able to do a playthrough without it. So how it works is you get a recipe, see what you need on the top screen, and then when you're able to make it, you combine them. Strong medicine. As you make the item, the little bit that has no description and a question mark icon gets filled out. So the strong medicine is a helpful herb that restores around 40 HP to a single ally. It's a direct upgrade to medicinal herb. Although when you think about it, it's not really, because one medicinal herb heals about 30. Two medicinal herbs would heal about 60 HP, but would take up 2 turns. So you're basically getting rid of 20 HP, but it's also one less turn. It's a bit of an upgrade, but a bit of a downgrade. So why don't we go for special medicine, just for the fun of it. Let's cook up 2 of these. Special medicine. The special medicines are another upgrade that restore around 90 HP, which is just 10 HP more than 2 strong medicines would for 1 turn. It's a direct upgrade, which is great because that's what we're looking for. I apologise for the darkness on my face cam, by the way. I am, as you can see, in the dead of night, and I thought it would be a nice little cozy change for us to be in the dark. So now we get to see how recipes are gained. Bookshelves. If you read from the bookshelves, you should be able to get alchemy recipes. There aren't only alchemy recipes in bookshelves, but there definitely is a majority of them. So you're going to want to read basically every single book that you can from this point forward. The first two areas won't really have anything worth. You're not going to find any new alchemy recipes in Angel Falls or Stornway, but from Stornway onwards you're going to want to start reading. Now, there are a few quests over here that we can do, which we're going to be covering this episode before we move on. And this right here is Bill. He wants a panacea. Now, this is a quest that we can do that will give us a recipe. See, as you can see, it's like it's nearly 5 in the morning. It's very late tonight. But I wanted to get these episodes out because I am so excited to continue on with Dragon Quest. So now, if we push the select button and go into our battle records... Oh, I thought that was an accolade and I just went to skip it. We have the Alchemicon option, which allows us to just check all of the recipes. So Panacea is a special medicine, superior medicine, and a moonwort bulb. Superior medicine we can make, and a moonwort bulb we can get, so we're going to do that quest right away. Also, I don't think I've properly shown this in any of the episodes, so here we have the battle records page. It shows time spent playing, time spent in multiplayer, your victories, alchemy performed, accolades, completed quests, guests you've canvassed, as well as a percentage list for every aspect of the game. So if you want to 100% the game will help you keep track of how much you've done. So before we go on with making the panacea to get our little quest reward, we have to get a moonwort bulb, which I am pretty sure is sold in this item shop here. And we have a good amount of gold, and if you'll notice, the gold ring that we can get from the start of the game is also there. Okay, we cannot get the moonwort bulb from that. Okay. In that case, I'm going to try Angel Falls, and if we can't get from Angel Falls, I'm just going to ignore it and we're going to continue. So here we are, Angel Falls. Now, I'm not fully sure if there are new quests, but, you know, it never hurts to have a look in the village shop and see if they do. Now, they do not. They do not sell moonwort bulbs, which is fine. It's completely fine. I will find some along the way, I suppose. The best thing we can do is check the little blue chest in here and hope that we get one out of that. We did not, we got a medicinal herb. You know, it's kind of weird, I usually find moonwort bulbs in an overabundance. But I suppose we'll move on anyway. Because even though I didn't complete the quest, I did still get to show you guys that you can get recipes through doing quests. So generally it's a good idea to do what you can in forms of completion. So moving up through Angel Falls, we're actually taking the slightly longer route to the next destination in the story, which is right back up at the mountain pass. Because we have to go there again before we do something. And here we are once again, the good old Starflight Express. Hang on a minute, it looks the same. Okay, it does look the same. Maybe we have to go inside. Yeah, let's go inside. Let's have a little look-see. It looks about the same, yeah. Earthquake! Wait a minute, it's not an earthquake. When we came in... Ah, okay. Right, I guess we're off to the next area then. So let's not waste any time and let's get moving on in. Now, I could use another Chimera Wing and go straight to Stormway and cut the amount of walking in half, but I'm too cool to do that, and we get a chance to earn a bit of money by not. Insta-killed. Now I am going to try and avoid as many enemies in Stormway. That is a lot of levelling up that we've got. And a new spell, nice. But no, I am going to try and figure out with my editing software how to cut things from a video file a little easier. Because I don't want to do it the way I'm thinking. Because the method that I have in mind would take a little bit too much time, considering how often you're likely to get in battles. So if I can just sort of highlight a little section and then cut it out, that would be amazing. Because we are going to get into so many battles in this series, and I feel if we cut some of it out, it's just going to save us a little bit of time. But yeah, we can go in here now. Now, the checkpoint is finally open, allowing us to go here. If you were to try and open those doors before beating the White Knight, they would be locked and you wouldn't be able to move forward. Now I have to check if I have an item in here. We're going to sort by name, so that we can go right here. We do not. If we go into this place though, there is a quest. This guy right here. He needs a wing of bat. Yep, good old Romeo. He wants for his girl. And we are now in a new location. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Eastern Coffinwell, the third area of the game, or the fourth, depending on whether or not you count Zier and Stormway as one. Here we have some new enemies. These are sluggers, and they are annoying little bastards, but they are pretty funny, so I give them a pass. They can egg each other on, which is not something you see a lot of enemies do in this game. Let's see if they survive this turn. I want to see the main thing they do. I don't think they're going to survive this turn. 20 damage, decent. Oh, he did survive. Let's just spam attack. He has not done what I wanted. Now you'll notice they have a little bit of a funny movement. At the same time, they also have the ability to dance, which can cause your party members to dance as well, which makes them lose a turn. Here we have a little variant. Clockwork Cuckoos, a reskin of enemies we've already seen before. Do you guys remember the Hexagon? That lovely little place? Taking a quick sip. Because we had enemies that looked exactly like these boys with different colours. A very common thing that you will see in the game. Well, I'm pretty sure I already explained that. So, you know, you should know all this by now. I hope. these guys have pretty much the same attack animations and stats as their lower level counterparts. They're just a bit more scaled to be, well, here for us. It's not often that you'll find reskin enemies with new moves, and usually when you do find them with new moves, they're the same move but a more powerful version. An example being if one enemy learns Crack, another enemy with a different colour might know Crackle. Here we have a new enemy who I'm deliberately annoying because it's fun. I love running around in circles. It's the Leafy Larrikin, the most annoying enemy in this area. Do you remember how the Whooper Trooper and the Teeny Sanguini chased you all around the map? These guys do that too, but they have a massive habit of calling for backup in large amounts, so they are a lot more annoying. Anyway, we're not going straight into Coffinwell because I want to have a look over to the side. What's around the area? After all, I would be remiss if I didn't show off some of the things in the area. So over here we have a nice little deposit of its superior medicine. And if we continue this way, we see that the scenery changes and we get these nice little flowers, as well as these guys here. Let's see what they are. We have two new enemies, the Chariot Chappie and the Morphean Mushroom. These guys generally aren't too bad. When it comes to difficulty, the main ones you're going to be looking out for are Leafy Larrikins. It's strictly that constant ability to call for backup that's a massive problem. Everything else in this area is generally not too bad. Spamming attack because it's the easiest and most convenient way to deal with things. Nothing happened, nothing happened. Sweet Breath, an attack that can cause sleep with some characters. Sleep, basically, it's the same as paralysis. You do not get to act upon a good few turns, although unlike paralysis, it can be broken upon attacks. So, every time that you get attacked, there is a slight chance that you will wake up from the sleep and you will be able to move again. You still lose the turn that you wake up, but you are able to act upon the next turn. Where we have some more Leafy Larrikins, which is just great. Because I'm hoping we don't have to deal with what they do. Okay, 2 attacks, not too bad. Damage seems to be decent. Yeah, they don't seem to be too difficult right now, which is really good. There it is. See? That's 2 of them, and now there's 4. So while the new ones that have been called in cannot act on this turn, they can act on the next turn. So while we might have taken care of those 2, those 3, this one can still call for backup, and if he does, it's just a never-ending cycle. What did I tell you? We are now on Leafy Larrikin F. Let's spam again. The only way to break this cycle is one of 2 ways. Either you do what we've done here and you're able to deal enough damage that you can kill them faster than they can summon new ones, or they summon the Bopping Badgers variant, which basically means they stop calling for backup. I'm actually unsure if they can continue summoning backup, but in my experience, when those badgers are summoned, they just don't call for backup anymore. You might see it again. See, here we have 2 of them, so now we have 5 to deal with, which is where the problem starts to persist. That was a one-shot though, so we're lucky. Two of them down, so we're back to where we started with 3 of them being our target. And now it's back up to 4. Okay, only back up to 4. That's good. Now it's down to 3. Can we take it down to 2? Of course we can. Oh yeah, it's 2. I thought it was 1 for a minute there. I forgot. So yep, there's another one. G. And there's a Badger Major, the exact variant I was talking about. The Badger Major is, or Badger Major, whatever you want to call it, is the only other monster that will show up when the Leafy Larrikin calls for backup. It will either call for more Leafy Larrikins or one of these boys. And that is it. So if we just crack again. And continue attacking. Oh, a block. We're not getting any luck with this one. I'm actually unhappy that that wasn't a kill. That would have been funny. There we go. The enemy are defeated. Now, the one benefit from the Leafy Larrikins is that once they do that, you get a nice little bit of gold, but it's not really enough to warrant the annoyance, in my opinion. I just cannot be bothered with dealing with it. When you've played the game for as long as I have, you just lose interest in dealing with it. Anyway, let's just get right into the next area. Here we have Coffinwell. Coffinwell is the area we are going to be doing story shit in. We will have a proper look around in a little bit. And when I mean a little bit, I mean the next episode. So, Coffinwell is a pretty simple area. I'll show off a little bit here right now. Here we have the shopping area, which is the item shop, and then if we come in here, we have the weapon and armor shop fused into one. Then walking around here, and then around this bit, down these stairs, or you could have just came up these stairs over here, we get to the church. Which doesn't change with the church music. The music in this area is really sad, I wonder why. And we will absolutely prepare to confess. And now that we have saved, that is the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the new enemies and seeing the new alchemy mechanic, which we will be expanding on later on. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more content, turn on that notification bell. It's free of charge and it doesn't hurt, it only helps. And leave a comment down below if you're interested in the series, or if you have any video ideas for what I can do next. Because aside from this series, I do other videos, but I'm kind of struggling for ideas. So give me your input on what you want. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, afternoon, or night. And I will see you through the window. Bye.